Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best chainsaws.
Starting at number 5.
Echo CS310. The Echo 310 14-inch 30.5 cubic centimeters gas-powered chainsaw is the smaller sibling of our best overall saw. And like its big brother, it's a quality machine, provided that you don't ask it to do too much. It's at its finest clearing saplings and small trees in the underbrush, or cutting up small logs in the 6-inch to 8-inch diameter range. Much bigger than that, and this little saw starts to struggle. It regularly bound up and stopped when cutting through the 10-inch to 12-inch oak logs that we tested it on, at both firewood length and the smaller 2-inch slabs. It got through all of those cuts, but it took some effort, and we wouldn't want to use this for bucking cords of firewood or cutting down decent-sized trees. We certainly wouldn't want to attack a 25-inch diameter log that the promotional materials say it's rated for. Like all categories of tools, the right one for you depends on your needs, and for a homeowner looking to keep back the underbrush and cut small trees into manageable chunks, this is a great option. It starts easily, is light enough to carry around and maneuver, and is simple to maintain.
Coming at number 4.
SKIL Pwr Core. This was one of the chainsaws that surprised us during testing. The 14-inch, 40-Colt saw performed much better than we expected when pulling it out of the box. It's a well-built machine with simple, intuitive controls that are easy to handle and move around with. On top of that, the SKIL chainsaw packs a lot of power in that 40-volt battery. It chewed through any small logs and brush, cut the smaller slices off larger logs, and made it most of the way through firewood-sized chunks before it bound up near the ends of the cuts. Honestly, from a power standpoint, it outperformed the gas-powered Echo 310. It features all of the functions that you would come to expect for a battery-powered chainsaw. Most critically, it has a chain brake, which we consider a must-have in a tool that is potentially dangerous. It also has tool-less chain tensioning, which is quite convenient out in the field, and a quick charge function, gaining 30% of its battery power in just 15 minutes.
At number 3.
EGO Power Plus. The EGO Power Plus is a workhorse of a battery-powered saw that was one of the top performers in the category. It claims to be a 40 cubic centimeters equivalent saw, and we believe that because it outperformed the 30 cubic centimeters Echo CS310. It never slowed or bogged down in any of our testing, even using it to cut up large firewood logs. Because it did so well chewing through the firewood, we even tested it on some much larger, 20-inch to 24-inch logs, and it was able to cut through those as well, though with a bit more effort due to them being larger than the bar size. It's got all of the features that come standard in the quality tools. A chain brake is a must-have, and like many other battery-operated saws, it has tool-less chain tensioning, which is very convenient. The chain is designed to reduce kickback and has an automatic oiling system to stay lubricated. All in all, this battery-powered EGO chainsaw is one of our favorite saws. With a full battery or two, we'd even be willing to head out into the woods and take down a real tree with it, which is not true of many battery-powered saws.
Number 2 of my list.
Husqvarna 440. Husqvarna is one of the top names in chainsaws, and the 440 is a clear reason why. This is an outstanding homeowner-sized chainsaw, and we think it's the best gas-powered chainsaw you can buy right now. At 40 cubic centimeters and an 18-inch bar, it can cut through just about anything we'd be comfortable tackling. All of the standard test cuts that we made were easy for this saw. Nothing bogged down or even slowed through the 10-inch to 12-inch logs. Once we started tackling wood that was 18 inches or more in diameter, the saw started to complain and slow down slightly, but it was still able to power through. Over extended use, the gear did clog up a bit more than other gas saws I've used, but it was easy enough to clear out. One thing that we appreciated about this saw was how easy it was to start. There are starting instructions printed right on the handle, which is fantastic for the once or twice a year user to remember which position the choke goes in when, and how many pulls to make without flooding the engine.
And number 1.
DeWalt FlexVolt. The DeWalt 60V Max 16-inch chainsaw is the best chainsaw we tested. The 60V 2Ah battery has all the power of a small gasoline saw without any of the drawbacks of noise, maintenance, or fumes. It cut through every one of our tests easily and without hesitation, to the point that we also started using it for other cutting work in our own yards after testing was over. We managed to cut through a 30-inch diameter log with it, and while we wouldn't recommend it regularly, it was pretty impressive that the DeWalt could cut them. There's nothing flashy or particularly special about this saw from a features standpoint. It has the standard chain brake, automatic oiler, and tool-less tensioning. It's the power and speed that sets it apart.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.